Winter is a harsh and cold time for many birds, as insects are scarce, most food sources are depleted, and a lack of dead trees and dense evergreens makes it harder to stay warm on cold nights. Nevertheless, you can help using these 5 easy to implement tips that work in any outdoor space. 5. Provide a water source. Water is important for birds during any time of the year, including winter. To provide your neighborhood birds with water, consider setting up a bird bath, or if you already have one, winterizing it by removing the pump and making sure it's made of metal or plastic to prevent cracking. If it's only below freezing at night, opt for the low-tech method of cracking the ice in the morning. If it's freezing the whole day, try bringing out a saucer of water or defreezing your bath for short intervals. Also consider buying a bird bath heater or a bird bath with one already built in to keep your bath defrosted even on the coldest winter days. Ponds and creeks also count as water sources for birds if kept unfrozen. 4. Serve nutritious food regularly. In winter, food is scarce, so serving nutritious food consistently can mean the difference between life and death for many birds. For the biggest impact, consider placing out foods such as sweat, peanut butter, sunflower and safflower seeds, millet, Niger, peanuts, mealworms, and other high-energy foods. As the temperature falls, also consider adding more feeders, particularly larger ones such as platform, to accommodate more birds at the same time. In colder weather, remember to be regular when it comes to serving times, filling the feeders in the morning and multiple times throughout the day according to the bird activity. 3. Create shelter. Though often overlooked, setting up shelter is another easy and effective way to help birds in your backyard. One way to do this is by setting up a nest box, just as you would a regular birdhouse, or by leaving out one from the previous breeding season. Another method to provide shelter for winter birds is by having dense evergreen trees, preferably near a building or house, though making a brush pile or a windbreaker of dense branches or even your Christmas tree is a better short-term option. 2. Delay maintenance and consider making your yard more bird-friendly. If you have a garden or any sort of vegetation, delay trimming them back, as deadwood will provide birds with insects and flower heads with seeds. Additionally, consider making your yard more bird-friendly for upcoming winters by planting fruiting shrubs and trees, native plants, avoiding pesticides and herbicides, and setting up compost and brush piles. In summary, allow your yard to become more wild, and the birds and wildlife will thank you. 1. Expect the unexpected. Winter is a time when many rare birds are born, of course, occasionally showing up in people's yards. Some rather common examples of this in winter are rare western hummingbirds showing up in the east, Baltimore orioles and catbirds, and eruptive Canadian finches. By being prepared for these birds by serving foods that they eat, you can increase your chances that they will stop by your yard and survive the winter. Thanks for watching. I hope that these tips make it easier for you to help your feathered friends during the winter. Please subscribe, share, and like.